Name them all: Diana, Eneje, Francis, Theodore, Dimma Umeh, Kelechi Mgbemena, Tomike Adeoye, Kamsi Nnamani. The audacity of these women keeps them winning. If you somehow know any of these women, I think you might want to stick to the end of this video to understand some of the conversations that we're going to be having today. If you somehow clicked on this video, chances are you might know one or all of these women we're about to talk about. Honestly, I have been waiting for someone to sort of break down what makes these women successful, what keeps them in the market, even after doing something for a long period of time. See, before you start rushing to want to be like these people, you want to be like Diana, you want to be like Dimma, I want to like always show up like Tomike, I want to have the infectious joy that Tomike has, I want to be able to like to express myself the way Francis does. I want you guys to understand something. Question is, what makes Diana Diana? What makes Dimma Dimma? What makes Kelechi Kelechi? What makes Tomike Tomike? What makes Kamsi Nnamani Kamsi? What makes Francis Francis? What makes these women who they are? The first thing we're going to be talking about is the importance of a unique story. It's important that whenever people remember your brand as a person, there's always something that's going to strike on their memory. I always say, if people inspire you, it's important that you look beyond what you're watching and pay attention to the things that they are not saying. But every single person I have mentioned in this video has a unique story, something that comes to the mind of their audience whenever they remember this person or whenever this person's name is said out aloud. When you look at Diana, what comes to mind? Someone who is young and unapologetically herself, someone who is young and audaciously living, someone who travels the world, enjoys life to the fullest. Every single day is enjoyment for her, right? When you think about Dimma Umeh, what comes to mind? The kind of person that you want to be when you have grown-up money, the kind of aesthetics and aura that she exudes, the kind of lifestyle she lives, someone who is just calmly and peacefully living and still people just still love her content. Someone who gives us the big sister energy. When you watch Dimma, you somehow see your life in a fragment of something that you'd definitely come into. An OG in the YouTube industry, but still doing fantastically well. When you watch Dimma, there's just this peace and assurance that somehow when you get to whatever levels that she is currently, you are going to also somehow live out that life that she's living. And when you watch Tomike, there's this infectious joy that she always spreads around her. I'm reminded of how I can choose to approach life every single day and choose to be happy. When you watch her, there's always this aura, this happiness, this energy, this vibe, someone that you can always talk to, someone that is just always going to be there if you reach out to her, someone that is cool, someone that is chill, someone that has proven over the years that people can genuinely support you even without any drama. So when I watch Francis Theodore, I'm reminded of how much someone within my age bracket is constantly betting on life regardless of whatever happens. The fact that she's living her 20s to her fullest, however tiny little time she's going to find, however like tiny little fun she's going to find, she's just definitely going to grab it. With Frances, I'm reminded of how much I should just keep going and find fun in the tiny things that happen around me. So let's talk about Kamsi. I feel every single person who watches Kamsi sort of can relate to the fact that someone who moved from the east to Lagos, Kamsi goes ahead to remind us that you can transition from one niche to another niche and literally excel in both of them like it was nothing. Kamsi has taught us what transition looks like, watching someone grow from what she used to be somehow to what she is now, and like the bigger things are going to come after that. And for some of us who watch Kamsi, I feel Kamsi is just like our little project that it feels like all of us saw the transition, all of us saw the growth, you know, all of us lived into it. She's someone that you can always relate to. For someone like me who just moved from the east to Lagos, I can definitely relate to every single story, every single defeat, every single feat, every single thing she has done for herself. When I'm watching Kelechi Mgbemena, I'm reminded that I can literally do anything I set my mind to. Kelechi's goals, the fact that she will show you that even being a mother has not stopped her from slaying her goals, have not stopped her from showing up for her brand. When I'm watching Kelechi Mgbemena, I'm reminded that being a woman does not limit you in any way. The fact that Kelechi was one of the OGs that explained to us how camera works in the Nigerian way, the fact that she's able to put her mind to anything that she says she's going to do and she was going to get it done, the fact that she gets it done and done well, the fact that she keeps showing up despite being a mother of two, a wife. All these women I have mentioned, these are just some of the things that they relate to me on my own level. Now imagine every single person who watches them. There's always going to be like a story that they pass or a knowledge that they pass to their community or people who come across them. And whenever they remember, oh, when you talk about Dimma, your mind goes to her vlogs, her YouTube videos, her makeup video. This one, when you talk about Kelechi Mgbemena, you think about tech, you think about motherhood. You cannot exist on this internet when you don't have something that people are reminded of. Now the question you should be asking yourself is, what makes Sunshine Sunshine? What makes you you? What is your unique story? What's one thing that when people remember your name as a brand or your name as an individual, what is that thing that clocks? What's that thing that they are reminded of? What's that thing that they can relate to? right? Every single person, all of us, you cannot say, oh, Sunshine, there's something unique about me. I'm not sure that, I don't think, there's always something unique about you. I'm not even trying to play like the encouraging sister or trying to play the motivational sister and all of that. I just want you to know that there's always going to be a selling point of your life. So what's that thing that people would say is the reason why they watch you or they are connected to you? I seriously hate to be the person that will talk to you about consistency because I think it's one of the words that have been abused. But all these women I've mentioned, go to their social media platforms, go to YouTube, go to Instagram, probably you may even take it on TikTok. Maybe most of them are not even active on TikTok. Go to Instagram, go to YouTube. Look at the consistency. Take a look at the consistency of these women. How many videos that they've posted? How many pictures that they've posted? How many authentic captions that they've done? How many ads that they've done? Creative ads that they've ran with brands. Then ask yourself, you're complaining, oh, you're not breaking even. It's important that you know that showing up for yourself is not even as easy as people think it is. Oh, it's not just posting pictures. Try and snap the pictures now. Try and get the creative pose. Try and install your hair. Try and shoot YouTube videos consistently for 1 month. Now imagine the consistency of these women over the years. When you go to their YouTube channel, you see the consistency of them showing up again and again. Whether they feel like or they don't feel like, whether the previous one did well or did not do well, they just keep it moving. They just keep it moving. Nobody is looking at, oh, what is in the past is in the past. Our eyes is forward. And the reason why I'm telling you that you should go and check their pages is so it's practical. Because I feel some of us just wish away and we don't do the groundwork. I said, take a tour. You think it's easy for you to post and make sure that the video does well? You think it's easy for you to be creative every single time you show up? Count how many times that they've showed up for themselves and then show up for yourself that way and see if you not win. Some of you have no idea of how many times that they had to show up for themselves even when people were not betting on them. Even when people were not clapping for them, they had to show up for themselves until you were able to deem them worthy that, oh, I know them, or oh, I like their video, or oh, I like the things that they do, or I like their aura. You know the things that they had to do behind the scene? Some of us will post for 2 weeks and that's it. Oh, you will not see us again. And we're setting ourselves to get the things that they have gotten. You can't even sit at their table, to be honest. You post for 2 weeks and you're already complaining, or how the views are not encouraging, how did this one. People have posted for years. People have posted for months before they were validated, before you deem them worthy of a follow. As much as how many people you want to be like or how many people are inspiring you, make sure that you're showing up the amount of time that they've showed up for themselves before you dare think of giving up. Ask yourself this simple question. When I met these people, I expected them to post videos, right, on their YouTube channel. I expected them to show me videos or pictures and show me how they're living their life. You expected these things of them and they gave you your expectation. Now, people are expecting the same thing from you and you're not delivering your own side of expectation. So you can think about it. Imagine you start watching Dimma. Let's take for instance, you start watching Dimma Umeh's YouTube channel and it's already registered in your mind that every Sunday she puts out a YouTube video or every Saturday she puts out a YouTube video. It's already built in your routine. But with you, like you show up today and next time we are going to see you is in the next 2 months. You show up tomorrow, the next time we are going to see you is the next 2 weeks. You are scattering the mind and the routine of people that are supposed to be watching you and agree with you. It just simply means that even with the little that you have, you've not even deemed yourself worthy enough of that little. Some of us are complaining about how the men we meet are inconsistent, but look at our life, look at our brands. But those men that are complaining that they are inconsistent, they are even more consistent than you when it comes to betting on yourself. You cannot possibly build a cult-like community when you are going to keep the tiny people that God have given you in confusion of when next you are going to show up. Now, let me ask you a question. When you go out on a date with a man and you don't feel connected to him or his money, because I know that our priorities are different, you are either connected to him or connected to his money, will you be going out with him again? Now, it's important that you understand that there's going to be a level of vulnerability for people to connect with you. If you are going to choose to win on this internet like these women and these creators I have mentioned, it's important that you know that there's going to be a level of vulnerability that you are going to show to people who are watching through a device. You people are always forgetting that people who are watching the channels of these people that you claim that inspire you, they are big, they are this one and all of that, there's a level of connection that makes someone always want to, oh, I want to watch Dimma Umeh's vlog. She has a new vlog up. But some of us are very reserving of sharing our unique experiences, forgetting that that experience is actually what makes people connected to you. Because Sunshine has done this thing, I think if I do it, I'm going to excel. Because Dimma has come to this particular point and exceeded, somehow shows that it's possible for me to come to this particular point and also exceed. The fact that Kamsi Nnamani was able to move from the east to Lagos, it just simply means that someone can move from the east to Lagos and break even. You guys don't understand the importance of these things that you share. The fact that you are able to share your experience so someone who is watching through a screen can relate. A little bit of vulnerability just makes people to be part of your life. Oh, you're going through this, you're there when it happens. Even if you're not going to share in real time, you can share later on and all of that. But these unique experiences actually makes people feel connected to us. There has to be connection for people to keep coming back to your channel, keep coming back to your brand, keep referring you, keep talking about you. There has to be that thing that they are connected to. It's important that you build that connection with people. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's very, very okay to be vulnerable because life is not even even perfect. I tell people every single day we are living our life, we are so imperfect as individuals. Anybody that comes to the camera and shows you the perfection of life, I don't know. I watched a YouTube video where Dimma was talking about the surgery she had on her hand. I'm sure that it took a lot for her to share that kind of a thing. The fact that she shares it with her community and they somehow are in the know, it keeps them connected. I recently watched a YouTube video where Eneje bought a house for her parents. I don't know if it was bought a house for her parents or asked her parents to move into the house she bought, right? And I could see how her mother was hugging her father was hugging her, you know, the fact that she was just so happy. She was talking about how she has been able to like achieve this thing that has been a long time goal. I watched a YouTube video when Kelechi Mgbemena was pregnant, you know, the process of pregnancy, how she stayed back in Canada after she gave birth. Unique experiences that if you're going through that level or if you're going through that thing, that is something that just keeps you with that particular creator. It's something that you are missing. Allow a bit of vulnerability. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you look like you're nagging. It just makes you look human and not artificial. It just makes people to understand that this thing I'm going through, someone else can also relate. The person I'm looking up to can also relate. You feel like this person can also feel the things that you feel. This person also goes through the thing that you go through. That's the reason why I tell people it's also good that you watch creators who are not just only posting on Instagram and on TikTok, because those videos are just so fast-paced. When you watch YouTube, right, you get to see a creator from a very honest point of view. And that's why I encourage people, if there's someone that you always look up to or some of these creators that you look up to, watch their videos, watch their vlogs. You find that all these people, they are also individuals that are trying to exist every day, but choosing to better on themselves, choosing to keep going even when it gets tough. So just do a quick reverse engineering question. So ask yourself, how can I make people connected to me the same way these big brands and these people I admire made me connect to them? I'm so sorry to say, but if you are mentioning these women and you're failing to mention discipline as one of their attributes, I just feel that it's a fertile ground. Like, you can't talk about consistency without talking about discipline. The fact that they will say they will do something and they will do it to the end. Some of us will pick up something and leave it on the wayside. Most of these women, the reason why they've even been able to achieve most of the things that they've achieved and you have been able to deem them worthy is because despite the frustration, even if my mood does not feel like, Dimma is going to give you a vlog on Sunday. True or false? Look at Kelechi Mgbemena. She's always going to drop vlogs every other day. Be honest, if nobody is going to tell you, I'll be the person to tell you. You need a level of discipline. It's important that you say you're going to do something and you're going to get it done, despite your emotions, despite if you get frustrated or you even encounter roadblocks along the line. You are going to be able to say, I'm going to get this done, and you're going to focus and get it done. The fact that they will tell you that they will do something and you would see them, you watch them in the video do it from beginning to end and achieve it. The fact that they will say they are going to work on something and you watch them from the beginning of the video to the end and you see them work on it. Some of us are wishing to be like these women, but the discipline to bring out the money and invest in the things that they are going to invest in, your priorities are lost. You are failing to understand that most of these people that you are watching, that you've been watching over the years, have been able to be disciplined enough that even if they make tiny money, they will look for how to use that small money that they've made to reinvest in their craft for them to get better. But some of us, once we make the first money, what we are buying is not even anything close to what will even help us to make more money again. Some of us have the discipline to invest back in the same thing that will make you more money or the same things that will even make you a better creator. You count us out. You think that these your creators are buying this? You think these creators are buying these extra things, you know, to add to your viewing experience, to add to your hearing experience and all of that? You think they are buying it because they don't have better things to use their money to do? You see them trying to like up their gears, their camera gear, their mics, their lights, their studio, just for a better viewing experience. You think they don't have better things to do with their money? Or they cannot buy the fancy things or the next shining object. I want you guys to understand. I want people to understand that I bought a new camera, I bought a new lens, I bought a new this one. All those investments, you think they don't have better things to do with their money, but they are putting it back in that craft, that thing that you are making, that thing that you are watching, that you are enjoying. Oh my God, the music is good. Oh my God, this one. They are reinvesting it. The discipline to invest back in the same craft. But for some of us, buy something that will take you from here to here. You start over-calculating. You start overthinking. Like, are you doing me? Really? Are you doing me? I want to be like Dimma. I want to be like Diana. I want to be like Francis. I want to be like. Edit video. You don't know how to edit. Invest in your craft. No, you don't want to invest in your craft. Simple. When you bring out your camera, clean your lens. It's a problem for you. You have forgotten. To be honest, excellence is not far-fetched, or it's not something that you have to wait on until you have money. It's something that you start doing at whatever point you find yourself. Always do a self-audit. If I was not Sunshine, would I watch Sunshine's vlog? If I was not me, would I enjoy my videos? When you self-audit yourself this way, you find out that if there are any lapses, you ask yourself, what can I do better on? How better can I show up? Now, the second to the last point is doggedness. The honest truth is that you have to be so delusional in believing in yourself that somehow, somewhere, you are going to break even. The ability to believe in yourself when nobody is clapping, the ability to believe in yourself and keep going even when it seems like the people that know you are small, but you know that your numbers are coming, you know that your breakthrough is coming, but you just keep going. You have to just keep showing up. You have to keep going. All these women that you admire, I knew there was a time when they don't have the amount of views or the amount of attention that they are getting now. There was a time when it was less, or it was even a number that was not encouraging, but they've grown to this level that we've seen. Oh my God, they'll post a video one day ago, 32K. They posted how many minutes ago, how many likes, see how many comments, and all of that. As much as those are goals, it's important that you are so delusional in your growth. You are so delusional in your journey that even when nobody is clapping, you keep clapping, you keep going, you keep persevering, you keep showing up until people see reasons to validate you. When they've not validated you, you validate yourself 1,000,001 times, because there's always going to be a one day for every single person. There's always going to be a one day that will give you a big break. There's always going to be a one video, a one post, a one thing, a one event that would actually introduce you to all the things that you've ever wanted. Just always know. And you have to keep going. You cannot even encounter that one day or the one time or the one experience or the something or the person if you don't keep going, if you don't keep showing, if you don't keep trying. If you are going to decide to start anything you're going to start now, it's going to be cold outside. People might not support you the way you expected them to support you. People might not show up the way you expect them to show up for you. But it's important that you are still delusional in your journey, that you just know that one day I'm going to break even. Like, that is the goal, that is the mindset. Just allow it to keep flowing. At the end of the day, pray for grace. People who are behind their phones have the ability to make someone who is not a big deal become a big deal. People have that much ability to make someone who is ordinary become an extraordinary person. Do not ever remove grace from whatever conversation that you're having, because someone can just stumble on your video and like it. People can just stumble on your video and they like it. There's something about her energy, something about her smile, something about the way she talks, something about the way she makes her videos, and they just decide to stay there, and you find favor, they like you, you know, they share your video, they talk about you. And my darling, this is how people spread. This is how people become an internet sensation. This is how people go viral. This is how people do well, you know. The fact that someone will just see your video and then take it upon themselves to keep. Do you understand? So imagine one person, imagine 100, imagine 200, imagine 300. So it keeps growing and growing and growing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you learned a thing or two. It's important that we have conversations like this so we know and break down the strategies of the women who have won or who are winning, right? And see what we can do better for our personal brands to grow. Let me know if there's any other question or any other contribution. I want conversations to be going on in the comment section. I want us to grow, because to be honest, I feel like we need to lock in for ourselves. We need to trust ourselves. We need to keep showing up for ourselves until we break even. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.